I've got both thumbs.
Hello, hello, hello.
Oh, Marco, good to see
Hello,
you.
Stephen. Good to see you as well. It's been a while since
It's
yesterday.
good. True, true. I mean, that was a good show yesterday. It was a good question, or a good series
Yes,
of questions.
I, th-
Uh,
I think it was.
so the question we've got to ask everybody. Well, do you want to repeat the question, then people can actually answer it in the comments?
The yesterday question.
Yeah.
Okay, so um, we have Lillian here. Hello, Lillian. How are you? Good to see you there. So the question was, there was a UFO coming, flying around you, and then he lands, and
Yeah.
inside the UFO there are some aliens which came out, and
Mm-hmm.
they ask you, they want to know a little bit more about our planet, about the humankind. I I'm honest, I don't know why they want this, but leave it there. So they ask someone to know, a person to talk with,
Mm-hmm.
a
Yeah.
place to visit,
Yeah.
okay, a book to read,
Mm-hmm.
and something to take to their planet as well. Okay, like a souvenir from Earth. If you want to share with us, please drop it in the comments or in the chat, wherever, so we can talk a little bit about it.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
my
Stephen,
answer. Yeah.
yes, yes, you can share. You can share your answer.
Uh, my answer is yes. Because I'm based in England, was that I would like the aliens to actually have a discussion with the Queen, to visit Stonehenge, which is close to where I am, to read The Name of the Rose by Umberto Eco, an Italian professor, sadly no longer with us, but he wrote Name of the Rose. The film starred Sean Connery, and it's a story about the power of knowledge. And the third, the thing to take away with them was the Sinclair C5, which in England is well known because that was an electric car to replace bicycles, and it never actually took off. And you can only now find it in museums. But there you go. So that was my four answers.
Perfect, perfect. The nice thing about the curious thing about it, it's that sometimes technology comes in the wrong in the
Yeah,
wrong
yeah,
time.
that's true. I mean, if we look back to cartoons, there's a cartoon called The Jetsons, and they
Yes.
they had flying cars. Yeah, and now flying cars are a reality. So I mean, it's amazing that the times we actually live in and the hardware we can actually use, especially to go live. I mean, being able to go live today is really a mystery. It just works. We take it for granted.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. I was gonna tell some years ago that this, but I don't know. I don't know if you remind. I'm sure you did, because this was something that we heard too much about. It was when the first cell phones, the democratic cell phones, appeared. We were all thinking that yes, they will be shrinking till they disappear, and at some point they will inject something,
Oh no,
and
no.
suddenly they shrink it, and suddenly they came they they increase the size
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, it's. I mean, basically, they must. I think they do have the technology to do it. The thing is that would we do it? That's the question. Yeah, but I mean, the technology advances at such a pace that sometimes it's scary, but it's always sort of beneficial to us. It's always good. I mean, who'd have thought that you talked about a mobile phone, which was like a brick when it came out, but now it's shrunk and you can have it smaller than that one. Okay, just a note if you're watching us live on Amazon, thank you. You'll find phones down in my carousel. If you skirt along the carousel, you'll find phones. Yeah.
Perfect. Great. Great. This is really useful, a cell phone for you, because, for instance, usually, and we see lots of people that don't have a computer, okay, and
Yeah.
also they want to start live streaming, and they don't want to spend much money, and I think it's wise. Okay, I tell this all the time, because even though my gear, it's becoming expensive, okay, when I started I had really affordable gear. Have this in
Yeah.
mind. And if you don't believe it, please look back when I started in 2015 with this not inexpensive gear, most of them, okay, and you can start as well at that point, because even though they are not expensive gear, they are good gear to start. Okay, let me just show you, if you don't mind, Stephen. Let's
Sure.
start the fight.
Okay, the battle is on.
Let's start the fight. I'm gonna show you, and I have it here in my carousel, the C920 Logitech, which was the camera uh, where I start broadcasting. Let me see if yes, it's on my carousel. Okay, and this was the camera. Okay, let me see if it's working properly. Yes, I think it is.
It is.
It's not adjusted because today I changed my lightning a little bit. Okay, but I think I can adjust it in a moment. Let me see if I can do this. Let's hope that the technology will help
Sure.
me. Okay, there's something here.
I've disappeared. Sorry, I didn't mean to distract. I'm back now. Sorry, Mark.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
the thing is, you can adjust, even though. Let me see.
Go
Yeah.
full screen. Go full screen.
Okay, let me see if I can go full screen, even though I'm not. I don't. Sometimes, and I don't know. Look, my fireplace, even though it's not working today. But the thing is, this is. Let me see with this light turned on. If no, it's even more light here. I need to reduce the light. Let me see. Let me see. Too much many light here. Okay, I think I like this look a little bit more. So I think, well, the problem is it's that it's always moving, and this is one of the problems of webcams, is that they are kind of dynamic. Okay, and even though you can adjust the light, for instance, like this, you move, and okay, I think now it's pretty good.
It's stable.
It's pretty
Yes. Yep.
okay. Let me. Okay, it came back to the same point. I don't know why it's still born that camera, but I think it's a nice camera. Okay, look,
It is. I mean,
it's a
it's the
nice camera to start.
yeah, it's the
Yes,
camera we all started with, isn't it?
yes, yes. And the good thing, besides having a good image quality, is it's at least a 7 year old camera still working.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well,
So
people are
I
still
think it's a good point.
yeah, people are still buying it. I mean, there's a version down in my carousel at the moment, it's the C920X, which is a brilliant entry level camera to actually get started off with. At the moment, if you're watching on my page, thank you, it's 14% off today. If
Oh,
you click the link in the carousel. It's $59.99. So click the link, takes you to the product page. You can find out more about the product, and it's your choice. You can actually then do a comparison between the different Logitech cameras. And Logitech actually have, I would say, the majority of the cameras that we use.
Yes, yes. I think there's two main models on Logitech, which is the C920, which was kind of the standard for a long time, and then
Yeah.
they came with the Brio. Okay, even though they have the C922, the C930,
Okay.
I think they are not these mainstream things as the Brio and the C920 are.
I totally agree. I mean, the Brio is getting towards the top of the Logitech range, and it is a very powerful camera. But just to note that the cameras that Mark and I are talking about actually have an inbuilt microphone, which means this is a step up from the microphone that's in your laptop. So when you get a Logitech camera, you're not just getting the camera, you're getting the microphone. And there is a piece of software, Marco, which
Yes.
which people can get, called Logi Capture or Logitech Capture, which you can get not now, get it later. If you go to logitech.com and you type in Logitech Capture, download the software, and that gives you control over the camera. I'll just give you an example. Hopefully this will work, and hopefully I'll be able
But
to get it. Yeah.
just let me do an update, Stephen. It's funny you mentioned that, because yesterday I was in the studio of a friend of mine, and he has a Brio, and he
Mhm.
was with some problems with the image. Okay, and I went to Logitech website, and they changed the software. Now they have
Wow.
another name.
Oh,
They
brilliant.
came
Thank
with
you, Marco.
with another name. Okay, but if you go to, for instance, you get in the page of Brios, you have
Mhm.
there, I think it's support, and you
Yeah.
have a tab with downloads, and you will
Mhm.
find there the software. Okay,
Right.
so no problem. It's not a big problem. I can do the search to know I think it's Logitune or something.
All right.
Just
Okay.
let me check.
Right. Well, shall I go full screen?
Okay, let me put you full screen.
Right. So
There you go.
whilst Marco is actually checking out things, the thing about the software is what the software allows you to do is to adjust your camera. The first thing you can do is you can zoom. Okay. Now you'll see that I've shrunk, and this is basically how it looks when you start live broadcasting. When you're new to live broadcasting, you want the background to be the feature and you're just having to be on screen. As you get more and more confident, then you come closer and closer to the camera until you get to the stage where you're too big for the camera and you get to there. Okay, and I just go a little bit left. So with the software that Marco is looking for, you can do that. The other thing you can do, and I'm going to go through this, I can take off the exposure. Okay, now this is Logitech Brio camera. I'm controlling it. If I turn the exposure off, then I go darker. I'm now back with the exposure on. And the other thing we can do is, if I go over here, is we can change the sharpness. I can make my picture sharper. Okay, so as I go over and click, and it's not letting me, but it should. All right, so we go sharper. Then the other thing is I can change the white balance. And if I click that button, that's better. I'm here now. See, before you go live, I wasn't prepared for it to be a sunny day in the UK. No way was I prepared. It's November. We don't see sun in November. We just see grey clouds. So I wasn't able to actually set my camera up for the broadcast. Now it's set up. I've only clicked one button in Logitech control software, and already I feel better and I'm looking better. Wow. Okay, it's the little things. So within that, you can pan Okay, you can tilt. Okay, and I'm going to go back again. There may have been no discernible difference, but I certainly feel more like myself now. So the whole point of the software is to give you control over the camera. If you've got an inbuilt camera in your laptop or Mac, then you have little control over it. There's a bit of software, but once you've got a Logitech, you've got a real camera, and then you can use the software to actually adjust it so you get it as you want. You want the colorways to be right, you want the focus to be right, and if you get it wrong, it doesn't. Well, I've got it right now. I'm happy. I can come back now, Marco. Where's
Okay.
right. I'm
I'm
back.
here. And the thing is, this Logitune, it's the name of the software. It's Logitune. I don't know, Stephen. Are you using Logic Capture as a virtual camera, or it's directly the hardware to the studio?
Right. I'm actually using XSplit VCam.
But
So
the camera you're using on XSplit, it's the
the
Logic
Logitech
Capture.
Brio.
It's
Logitech
there.
Brio.
Okay, perfect. Because
Yeah.
with this software, okay, this Logitune, its last update was 25th of October. Okay, it's a smaller piece of software in the screen, if you know what I mean. Okay,
Okay.
because
Yeah.
with Logic Capture you have this big window where you can see.
Yeah.
This one is smaller. The controls, I think they are the same. Okay,
Yeah.
but it looks like you can control. I think they have a simpler way to control the camera. Okay,
Yes. Yeah.
so it does the work. And even though now sorry, I'm using a DSLR camera because I had it. I didn't need it to buy it because I already had the camera. But
Right. Now,
it's
how have you linked your DSLR camera into your system?
okay. I before before the COVID situation, I had one option, which was using an HDMI cable connect to a device like this one. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, there you go. Okay, I will have to struggle a little bit. Sorry.
You find it's there. I know it's there.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Let me highlight it in my carousel. So this is Elgato HD60S. It's a video converter to turn the HDMI signal into an USB signal, so your computer can understand what he is saying. Okay, and it allows you to use a DSLR, a mirrorless, or a camcorder as a webcam. Okay,
Gotcha. Yeah.
but besides that, since the COVID came, main camera manufacturers like Canon, Panasonic, Sony, Nikon, at least those, and Fuji, I think, did this as well. They came with a software, okay, which allows you to connect your camera via USB, and you can use it as a webcam. That's what I'm using right now with this camera,
Right.
my main camera here.
Yeah.
It's in Europe. I don't know if in UK it's the same model, because sometimes in UK you have your own names
Exactly.
for
We've
things.
got our own
But
way.
here in Europe, it's a Canon 700D. Okay, in the United States, I have it here. It's a Rebel T5i, I think. Yes, T5i Rebel. Okay, it's a good camera. I have to make this statement. I didn't bought this camera thinking about using it as a webcam. Okay, I bought
Mhm.
it to take photos and to record video. Okay, but since Canon released this option, I'm using, and I think I get a better image. Maybe at the beginning of 2022 I will get a better one. But the thing is, and this is a piece of advice I want to leave you as well, is don't suffer for. Let me see the name of the syndrome. I think it's Oh my God. It's
Impossible.
a syndrome. The other day I saw a YouTuber calling about this syndrome, which is when you see a new hardware, a new piece
Ah,
of
yeah.
gear coming, you have that will to buy it. Okay.
The FOMO, the fear of missing out.
No, it's not
Oh,
that. It's another one. It's another one.
all right.
Uh,
Okay.
it was funny. So I think one thing you should have in mind when you and I came up with this idea because I was kind of dating some cameras on Amazon, and I thought, okay, I will spend this money, okay, and I will get just this kind of increasement on my image. So there's no point in that.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think you should invest. Okay, because if your budget doesn't reach what you need, wait. Okay, save more money. Okay, don't spend too much on restaurants or something. Okay, but don't buy something which is less better, if you know what I mean,
Mm.
just because you don't have the money to buy what you actually need, because you
Yeah.
won't be glad with the result, and you will get out of money as well. Okay, so
That's
have this in mind, because for instance, when I have this camera, the next one I will buy should be a really good camera. Okay, so you can notice the difference as well. So
yes.
have this in
Yeah.
mind. Another advice I want to give you when you buy this kind of cameras, or when you use this kind of cameras, let me let just think that you have a DSLR camera at house. Oh my God, I was mixing
Okay.
Portuguese with English.
Jehovah.
I don't know why.
And,
Hard to
and
tell why.
cameras Jehovah.
Okay, so the thing is, when you buy the or when you want to use this kind of cameras as your webcam, you should have in mind an important thing, which is the battery. Okay,
Yes.
I don't recommend using your batteries to go live, because usually they go out. They get out of battery fast when you're using in the video mode. Okay, and you may be live and suddenly you get out of battery and there's a black screen.
Oh,
Nobody understands why. Okay, so my recommendation, and I think I have it in the carousel, but it's kind of not, how can I say, even though I think it is in my carousel, what you should have in mind is this kind of things, they vary depending on the model or the brand you have. Okay, what you should do is go to Amazon and find, for instance, go to dummy battery, okay, which is a device. You plug it in the battery space. Okay, it's the
mhm.
same shape of a normal battery, but it's connected directly to the energy,
Yeah.
electricity. Okay,
Okay.
and this will make the job, and you will be, for instance, I sometimes I go live for more than 2 hours, and I'm completely relaxed because I
Yeah.
won't get out of battery. Okay, so have
Yeah.
this in mind. Besides the camera, besides, and you can have the video capture card as well. Okay, it's not a problem. Even though this is something that you can save money, at least at the beginning. Okay, but you need to buy the power supplier.
That's true. I mean, that's even true because we both do mobile video. And the thing that I found is that if you go live on your mobile phone, a product placement there, right? If you go live on
Yes.
your mobile phone, the mobile phone has a battery in it. And unless you've recharged it the night before, if you're out live broadcasting, as we both do, then you need to have one of these with you, which is a battery power pack. And then you can plug your phone into there. Just carry that in your rucksack. And if there's any sign that your batteries are running down on your phone, you can just put the two together. I'm going to try this. It's not going to work. You can put the two together and you can carry on broadcasting. Yeah. Okay. So battery backup is essential in the mobile world.
Yeah, you should have in mind when you use battery powered devices, you should have in mind that video, it's the most requiring, oh my god, way,
Requires the most.
yes, about battery. Okay,
Yeah.
so you should have if it's you're at home, you should have a, dummy battery, or you should
Mhm.
have your cables close to you, so you can connect them. For instance, the charger of your cell phone
Yeah.
close to you and connect it, so you can do this fastly. Or if you go out, you should have a power bank. I think power bank, it's a mobile phone best friend.
Okay.
So
Okay. Yeah.
you can avoid these situations. For instance, the other day I bought another one. This is a sun energy charging as well. Okay, to be honest,
Mhm.
I didn't try it
Ah,
yet.
you did. Well, you're in Portugal. You must have the sun. I mean, you've got
Yes, we
that.
have.
Yeah, you've got
We have
plenty of
some.
sun.
Yes,
Yeah.
they usually they say we are the most exposed country in the Europe, so I think we are good with that. But yes, it's really important, and sometimes people forget about it. The power thing of your devices.
Yeah, true. That's very true. I mean, talking about cameras, just going over my camera, and you've been watching me on the camera. You've watched me actually improve my image on camera, and I should have done that earlier. So, but now I'm settled. This is a Logitech Brio. Normally, a Logitech can broadcast out at 1080. So, if I was broadcasting to YouTube, I could do it in HD quality. Because we're broadcasting to Amazon Live today, both Marco and I are restricted to going out at 720. So you're seeing a good camera, but it's not working too hard because it's only doing 720, which means that anybody watching us on mobile will benefit because we're not sending out too many pixels. In fact, it takes twice as many pixels to do a 1080 show as it does a 720. So we are mobile friendly on this broadcast. It can do 4K, which means that you can record for 4K locally. And hopefully, within the next 5 years, possibly, Marco, we should be able to broadcast in 4K. What do you think? Do you think that's possible?
Yes, I think it is, and 5G it's coming.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it's kind of, you have the highways with the 5G, with the cell phones you have the cars, and I think we have pretty good drivers as well, like us. So I think we have the we are starting using having the technology that tech. Oh my god, today what's wrong with me? We have the means, human and technological. Okay. Whew. So I think soon we will be able to use this 4K thing. But we have something we should think about, and you like to talk about this often, which is we are not all. If and I'm with this, I mean that, for instance, there are countries, there are places where the internet coverage, it's in the best scenario it's 4G, for
Yeah.
3G.
Yeah.
Okay, so we should think that, okay, and the problem is sometimes if we go too high, they will get problems on the other end. So we should be careful about it.
Okay. We have guests from around the world, and as you said, the strength of the signal varies. And even if you're a guest on a broadcast like I am today, you still need to have a reasonably good internet signal. I just from a technological point of view, Marco needs about 10 megabits to actually do this. I only need one. Okay, that's the scale of it. If you want to host a show, then you need a more powerful internet. Yeah. Okay.
That's a good point. uh let's talk about even though you're not wearing them today. Shame on you. Let's talk a little bit about earphones, okay? Because this week I got my new Me M6 headphones, and for a while it was my only purchase on .com Amazon. Usually I bought things on .es Amazon from Spain, okay, but this model was only available on .com Amazon, okay, and I bought it. Why? Because one of the things I love, let me highlight it, by the way. One of the
Yeah,
things about that these earphones that I love, it's how low profile they are, okay. For instance, right now, if I look straight forward into the camera, it's not easy to tell I'm wearing that,
true.
okay.
Yeah,
So the other thing I like about them, and this is something that was kind of annoying me a little bit about the other ones I was using, they stay the place where you put them at the beginning, okay. They don't move, they don't pop. And for instance,
important.
with those, with this, okay, and these are really affordable, and the sound is good, okay. The sound is really good, and this is something that you should not consider too much when you buy headphones for live streaming, okay. They don't need to be high fidelity, because you don't pretend to, you don't want to listen to classical music concerts, okay. So you don't need to spend, again, save money to other things that are more important, okay. If you want to have a good sound and you have a nice budget, go for it. Don't be shy. But if, for instance, you need to buy a better camera, and you have to buy, for instance, earphones as well, save some money, buy a decent headphones like this one. They, and by the way, they are in a deal,
Uh-huh.
okay. You will save almost $2. Okay, they are really
Oh,
inexpensive. Yes, it's $14.07.
right.
No brainer. Believe me, no brainer, because it has an amazing sound. Look how they look really well. Okay. The cable goes behind my back.
Yeah.
Okay. It has this clip, because you can put it in, you can use them in the front. Let me change this. Let me see if I can do this properly, because today I'm a
It,
little
it,
bit crazy.
well, it's like anything. You need to practice, especially with earphones, which you've got to get in the right place.
There
You've
you
done it.
go. So,
Yeah.
and something that I like about them as well. Let me just hide this name. Okay, it
Okay.
has this thing. I don't know the name of this thing in English. Sorry. Let's call it the sing.
Okay.
Let me just, okay. So you can see.
Yeah.
Look, and you can adjust it. Okay, and this way it's not important, but when you have the wire in the back, it's good, because it helps you to get feature to your head and not moving, okay. Also, it has this clip, so you can put it here like this, for instance, okay. And it's a really good option. So if you want, and I one of the things I like about this kind of earphones is that they don't distract people like this kind of
Y-
headphones, for instance.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I mean, those would be known as cans. That they, if you're on a live broadcast and you're presenting as host, I think sorry, you've done it. You got me now. If you're on a live broadcast, you're presenting as host, then you don't want to be seen with a pair of cans, because basically, as soon as you've got headphones like that, it's distracting. People are looking at the headphones, not looking at you, and you don't want any distractions. Which is why a discrete micro headset, like the one Marco has been demonstrating, is ideal
I,
for when you're actually going live.
And another good thing, Stephen, and for those of you who are watching us, millions of people watching us right now. And by the way, don't forget to follow us as well. Okay. You can follow Stephen by typing on your browser stephenhealy.live. Okay. Or you and you can follow me as well by typing marketing.live, and you will find my videos and these kind of things. And the other good thing about these kind of earphones as well, look, and they just come with this
You see,
tip
switch
ear
cameras.
tips. Okay, so you can if you have wider or narrowed ears, you can try those tips, so you can adjust, and it's a lot. And another amazing thing, and one of the things you should think, and I think you should think about this in the whole live streamer world or thing, is, do you need portable devices? Okay, for instance, let's think that you travel a lot and you want to make live video outside, you want to make live video from the hotel, whatever. And you should think, okay, I need to buy gear. You have two options here. Or you buy
Hmm.
gear to go live on your studio and gear to go live outside, or for instance, if you go traveling or on a business trip, or you buy gear which have this commitment, okay, which you can use at home or and you can use outside. Okay, and with this me audio, besides being really small, they also send you this small case where you can store them, and look how small it is. Okay, you can put it on your case, on your pocket, wherever,
Yeah.
and you can carry them easily, which is practical.
It is very practical. Now, whilst Marco's headphones are very discreet and you don't know he's wearing them, when I put my headphones on, you can't miss them. Okay. Now, we, we're very fortunate because of the arrangement of our speakers. We don't need to wear headphones when Mark and I are broadcasting live together. It's the way we've got our studio set up. But if you were broadcasting with a number of people, then you would have to wear earbuds, headphones. And these are down in the carousel. These are Aftershocks headphones. And whilst they can be seen, that's a good idea because these are dual purpose. You can wear them indoors and you can wear them outdoors. And if you wear them outdoors, the thing is, they don't go in your ear, they are over the ear. They are bone conduction headphones, which still gives a great sound. If you're listening to music or a podcast, they work perfectly. But the thing is, because your ears are not occupied, you can actually hear somebody talking to you when they're next to you. You can hear somebody, a cyclist coming up from behind you. You can hear the traffic around you. So headphones like Aftershocks have two uses: one in the studio, and secondly, because they're Bluetooth, you can use them anywhere around your house. When you're out and about, pair up with your mobile phone. You can listen to podcasts or music while you're out walking, jogging, running, or cycling. And the thing about these is that Marco alluded earlier that most headphones, actually, most earbuds actually fall off. These will not fall off. Okay. The other thing is they're so light, you don't actually notice them after a while. So they're down in the carousel, and today they are $79.95. If you click the link in the carousel, you'll be taken straight to the product page where you'll find out more technical information. But I've been using these now for about 12 months, and they've changed. I mean, I actually can listen to music and podcasts when I'm out and know what's going on around me. And that's the difference that they've actually made. I'm going to take them off now because we don't actually need them. Now,
Do they sound the same way, Stephen? That's something that I always having this curiosity, because
okay.
the way they transmit the sound, it's a little bit different than usual headphones. It's
Right.
the
Have you
same.
heard, yeah, you've heard about Good Vibrations. That's a song by the Beach. That's a song by the Beach Boys. Okay, and that's the end. Basically, when you put earplugs or headphones into your ear, it's the vibrations you actually hear. Your brain interprets. Okay,
Okay.
same when you've got bone conducting headphones, the your brain actually interprets the good vibrations. Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
so the clarity of sound, a voice or music is pretty darn good. Yeah, I mean
Perfect.
it's not hi-fi, but it is good enough
Okay.
to actually enjoy the music or the podcast.
Perfect. And we have someone here, Mr. Udini in the house. Hello, Corinder. How are you?
Well, I did tell Corinda that you and I were live, and
He's there.
okay. Oh, he's not the only one. Say hello
Who's-
to Lillian.
yes, Lillian is here as well. Yes.
Okay, so,
So let me see what else we can talk about. Let me see. Okay, by the way, I got this phone holder from for my car. Okay,
mhm.
because um, even though my car has a GPS, I think it's not updated. Okay, so I rather use I
Mobile.
rather use I rather use my cell phone as a GPS. So I bought this holder, and it's on my desk. I and I will record the short video soon on my car, but I'm gonna show you.
Okay,
Okay, and by the
so
way, let's give a shout out to Corinder. Hello, Corinder. How are you? Welcome to our show. Okay, so let me show you how it looks. Okay, this is the the phone holder. Okay, let me enlarge a little bit the screen. Okay, Stephen left. Okay, it has this button here so you can open the holder. Okay, as you can see now, I okay. Also, it has this rubber so it doesn't scratch your cell phone, and also this is rubber. Okay, and it has this thing. Again, I don't know the name, and when I don't know the name, I call them things.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a holder. I think it's something that
Yeah.
I can call it like this. Okay, so this is where I put my cell phone. Let me see this one. Okay, I
Yeah.
can let me hit this button, and there you go. I think it's sturdy. Look, it's upside down and it's not falling, which is good.
Yeah.
Okay, and so this is the harm. You have this screw so you can release it. Okay, look, and if I tighten this, it's not moving. Okay, it has this. How do we call this?
Sucker, or
Suck.
it's just
Okay,
yeah.
okay. I think with this sucker, you can put it on the glass of your in the windshield. It's the right way. Windshield.
Yeah,
The front.
windshield, perfect. Yeah, you got
Okay.
it.
Or I think you can put it in because it has some glue. You can put
Hmm.
it in the tablier as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So you have this. Let me show you. Oh my god.
What was
I
that?
think I think I went a little bit far. Okay. I didn't screw it too much.
It
Okay.
goes back together very quickly.
You have this. Let me see if it works on my desk. Let's do this.
Okay.
Yeah, it works. Believe
Yeah,
me, it works.
you
I'm
woke them
pushing.
up
I'm
again.
pushing
Ah!
hard. I'm pushing hard, and it's not moving. Okay, so let me release. It has this tongue here, so you can push. Okay, it's it's attached. It's glued. Yes. Okay, I will do the rest of the show from here. Okay. Also, it has. Let me see if I can show you. it has this little screw so you can move this higher or lower.
Right.
Okay. And let me see if I can put this together. Let me show you. Okay, so you have here this. Okay, so you can adjust. And there you go. Okay, now I can see it's really tight. Okay, well, to be honest, I think I made a good move.
You made a good case for it.
Even
Yeah.
though, yes, but I think I need to take my desk to my to my car so I can use it there.
In sorry about this, but in next week's show, Mark will tell you how to release it.
Yes, good point.
Right. Okay. And Corinne's made a couple of points. The is Corinne's asking about the quiz. The quiz is on Monday's show with Nick. It's the movie quiz and will be live at 9 a.m. Eastern on Amazon Live with the movie quiz. Do you know your movies? If you're a Netflix or an Amazon Prime user, then come and join us and you can test your knowledge in 10 questions about the movies. The next question from Corinda was, he's very busy today. He said, you need a robot to clean up your desk. You haven't seen my desktop, Corinda. Fortunately, you only see you only see what we want you to see. And if you looked at my desktop, I know this is incredibly unbelievable. It's messier than Marco's. Yeah, I'll take a photograph for next week and we'll show you. And Marco and I actually take it in turns to host the show and produce the show. This week we're on StreamYard. Shout out for StreamYard. And Marco is producing and hosting the show. I'm simply a guest. All I have to do is bring my camera and my stories. So I'm not in control, but I can, as you've noticed, I can do this. I can put Marco on full screen and take him off again.
Oh, you're back.
Back. Yeah, I have some control. I've got control of my own camera. So if I turn my camera off, Marco goes full screen. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yes. Because but I can make something that you disconnect your camera, but the avatar remains there. Okay,
yes.
it's something that you can do in the settings, hiding or not, when you disconnect the camera.
Well, I can also do this. I can carry on talking, but my picture is frozen. Yeah. This is not an accident. This is not bad internet. This is just a feature of XSplit VCam, which is the software I'm using, and it means I can freeze frame at any time and then release the freeze frame and come back. Okay. And it's basically it allows you to actually take a break whilst you're broadcasting. And I'm going to try and change my background because I changed my camera earlier, which means that the background works a bit better. No, it's not perfect. I've got to go back to this. Okay, so this is a green screen. This is a green screen, and the green screen I should be able to find quite quickly down in the carousel because it's green. Okay. This is a Fovitech green screen, which is brilliant and is necessary if you're going to do green screen software. Get your lighting right first, and then you can do green screen software and you can change your background. You do need to have a green screen, and the Fovitech I've had for about 12 months. It is so easy to use. I mean, it's propped up against a wall. You can get a stand for it if you wish. And it's down in the carousel at the moment. It's down in my carousel, and its price is $67.95, $67.95. And if you're going to do, well, this is an ideal time to get it, because if you're live broadcasting, then you can use a green screen. But at Christmas, you can actually use it as a green screen to actually take photographs of people at Christmas. Yeah. Take good photographs. So
I made that. I don't know. Maybe I think it was the Christmas before the pandemic. I think.
Yeah.
Or 2019 or something. Yes. And my sister wanted to record a video, a Christmas video to send to their social media followers or friends.
Mhm. Yeah.
And she asked me, can you help me with that? And I said, okay, put in front of the green screen. I put it that I think it's not Times Square, that Central Park
Yeah.
image we all know. I think when
Yeah.
you think about Christmas, you have that image of the oh my god, the skating, the ice
Yes.
skating.
I'm there.
so
I'm there. You've taken me there. Yeah. I can see it
so
now.
she was dancing with my niece, both of them wishing Merry Christmas to their friends, and it went pretty well. And people were asking, "How did you made it?"
Magic. It's magic. I tell you.
Yeah,
Yeah, indeed. And Corinda's going 10 to the dozen. Okay. And giving advice, which I'll read later, Corinda. Um, it's just that we don't normally get the sun in November, and I
yeah.
wasn't prepared for it being, I wasn't prepared for it being a sunny day. And I say hello to Corinda on my page. And the thing about hosting the show, and this is why we take it in turns, is that the host is in control and can do camera switching and all sorts of things. Do we want to talk about your microphone, Marco, as I highlight it down in the
Yes, I can talk about
PowerPoint?
it. Let me highlight it as well. Okay, because let me see if I find it on my carousel, because maybe he's hiding from me.
Well, the thing is, with so many items in the carousel, that you and
Okay,
we're
I
actually
turned the
doing.
light off. Okay.
we're actually
Let me show you. Let me show you. And I can talk about my lights in a while. Okay. I have this cell phone to control the live show. Okay. It's an iPhone. And here I have the cell phone to control the lights. Okay. As you can see, let me see. Let me show you. I'm getting a little bit colder here. Okay. And I'm getting a little warmer. Let me put some more light here. Okay. So I when I was here, I heated the screen and I disconnected. Let me see if I can do this again. Okay, yeah, there you go. I made it again. Okay, so and I can talk about my lights in a moment. Let me see if I can find my microphone. There you go. So this is the Shure MV7. Okay, let me change the camera. You can come to the to don't make me feel so lonely, Stephen.
I'm back.
Okay,
I'm back. The tour is
thank
on the
you.
daughter. I'm back.
I was so okay. Let me. I think this way you can see it a little bit better. This is the Shure MV7. It's an amazing. I think it is an amazing microphone. It sounds really well. Okay, it's a little bit expensive microphone. I don't recommend for you to buy it at the beginning, or if you have the budget, go for it. Okay, because as you can see, it sounds really well. It has something that it's a good selling point, which is you can use it as a USB microphone or as a XLR microphone.
Mhm.
XLR, it's kind of the standard on the music world. Okay, on
Yeah.
connections of microphones is this one. Okay, or you can use it comes. It doesn't come. By the way, it doesn't come with the XLR cable. Okay, you
Mhm.
need to buy it.
Yeah.
And when you use this kind of microphones, XLR, you need also to have this mixer.
Mhm.
Okay, so you can control. It's good because you have more control over the microphone. Usually, and let me be clear, usually, because this microphone has something different as well. USB microphones don't allow you to have much control over the microphone. Okay, but with this microphone, when you connect it via USB, you Shure provides a software which allows you to have control on the equalization, the compression, and these kind of things. Also, they have some equalization preset patterns which may help you. Okay. So you can use also, and this is for me, this is a really important thing I want to highlight about microphones.
Hmm.
And I have this conversation yesterday, because usually some people don't want to have the microphone in the frame. Okay, they want to have it like Steven. He has the microphone hidden. Okay, but the thing is, sometimes we don't have the right environment to stay away from the microphone. Okay, because there's some noise, there's other people in the room, or this kind of thing. So what you should do, and it is only my opinion. Okay, let me be clear. Why I use this microphone so close to my mouth is because I decrease the gain of the microphone, which means I decrease the amount of sound he's speaking, not speaking. Okay, and with that, I can avoid sounds like clicks on the mouse, like typing in the keyboard, to come through the microphone. Okay, because for me, this is the kind of sound I don't want to bring. Also, it's not picking sound from outside. Okay, so that's why I decrease the gain, and I put the microphone closer to my mouth, so I can be heard more efficiently with a better sound. So this is, for me, this is an amazing microphone. His big brother, the Shure SM7B, it's even a more powerful microphone. Okay, but the problem having these two microphones, the thing is, when you buy this microphone at the beginning, you can just buy this microphone. Okay, it
Hmm.
comes with USB connections, and it's enough for you. Okay, you need to buy maybe you need to buy a boom arm as well, because it only comes with this stand, and you need to buy or a tripod or a boom arm like this one, which is in my carousel as well. Okay, it's enough if you buy, because with the USB connection and the software that you Shure provides you, you can get almost the same sound as you have with an XLR connection and a mixer like this one. Okay, but if you buy the bigger brother, which is the Shure SM7B, besides the microphone, which is more expensive than this, around $150, you need to buy with that. You need to buy it's not an option. You need to buy the mixer. Okay,
Hmm.
and also you need to buy a preamp device, so it because it requires lots of power and energy. So you need to buy a preamp like a cloud lifter. Okay, so it can amplifies the sound to be heard. So with the Shure SM7B, you need to spend, I don't know, maybe around $250 more than you need to buy with this one, at least maybe
Yeah.
$300. Okay, so have this in mind as well. And maybe the sound difference, it's not that uh, easy to tell.
Well, I mean, this is the thing about microphones. It's how we hear them that counts. And you are comparing now the Shure, which is down the carousel at the moment, with the Audio Technica AT2020. So you've been in an ideal situation. You can compare two sounds. You've got my sound on the Audio Technica, you've got Marco's on the Shure. And my microphone is about 3 feet away from me. It's basically, it actually enhances my voice, and it's sort of filters any background noise. So it's handy in that. It's on a tripod, not an arm. I've got to be sure say that. I do have an arm somewhere about, which I could actually put it onto, but for the moment it's behaving itself. It's on a tripod. Um, and I love it. I love the sound of it. It was recommended to me by Mike Phillips, who's a well-renowned podcaster. And podcasters are, well, they have got to get the sound perfect. So this was the microphone that Mike was using, and I was listening to it, and I thought that's a darn good sound because it's the tone. Okay, Marco talked a moment ago about getting the equalizer and getting everything perfectly right. The thing about the Audio Technica is that you can just use it out of the box, and you just plug it in. It's USB only. Okay, I'm going to, yeah. Now, I've got to be honest. I'm going to be honest here. Okay, my microphone is very good, and people have said that the sound that comes out is acceptable, more than acceptable.
Yes,
I,
absolutely.
but I prefer the sound of Marco's microphone. Just being honest. Now, both are down in the carousel. It's your judgment. Take a look at both. Click link in the carousel. It will take you to the product page. Do a comparison between the two. But you've got a direct comparison now because, as I say, Marco's using the Shure microphone. I'm on the Audio Technica. And another thing, whilst I'm on it, Marco also mentioned the fact that what you want to do is cut out all the sound that's around you. So, in other words, the only sound that you can hear is our voices. In other words, there's no distractions. Okay, so time for a true story. Okay, this is a true story.
Wait,
Uh,
wait, 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 wait. Let me play a
oh, but
drum roll because this is important.
yes, this is it. This is that's a true story sound. Thank you, Marco. Uh, by About 6 months ago, we were told that the roof of our house, well, we knew it was leaking. There was water coming into the bathroom upstairs. So the roofers came out and they said, you've got an option. Two things you can do. Either you can repair that part of the roof so it doesn't leak, or we can take the whole thing off. And they gave us two prices. And it was cheaper in the long run to actually get the whole roof taken off, tile by tile, than it was to do a quick repair. So the scaffolding went up on three sides of the house because we're in a gable end. And of course, all the tiles on the roof had to come down and all the new tiles had to go up. And there was hammering all day long from about 8 o'clock in the morning to about 4 o'clock at night. And I was broadcasting. I had to broadcast during that period. At that point, I was broadcasting 3 times a week. And because of the software that I use in conjunction with my microphone, nobody heard a thing. Okay. So I've got banging and clattering all around me, but on the live broadcast, there's nothing. And the magic is done by a piece of software which makes life so easy. And it's called Crisp. And the website is crisp.ai. That's KRISP.ai. You download the software, you link it to your microphone, you use Crisp as a virtual microphone so that when I come into the studio, I'm not using the AT2020 as a microphone, I'm using Crisp. Crisp takes all the background noise away magically. Okay, and if you're going to live broadcast, that's what you need, something of that. So you either take the approach that Marco's got or the Crisp approach to actually get a clear sound on your microphone, which is just you. Okay.
And this
That's the
this
microphone.
is important. I think we can't stress enough how important the audio is, because even though this is kind of an image mean support, if let me give you an example. Okay, I will turn the lights on off, by the
So,
way.
over
Okay,
to you.
and like this, I think maybe you okay, let me put a little
If
bit
it's
light
not,
here. Okay, so I think with this, maybe you will say to listen or to watch.
yeah.
Okay, I think you would be okay. But for instance, if I let me see what I can do, maybe I can decrease the gain a little bit less. Can you hear me?
I can still hear you. Yes,
Baby, okay, let me do
you're getting
something.
quieter.
Okay, so let me know, how do you think? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. So maybe with this, you won't be listening to me because the sound is really low. Okay. Or if, for instance, if I cover the microphone and I was speaking like this, maybe you won't be able, even though the image is perfect, I think you won't stay to listen.
When we're broadcasting live, I can talk over Marco because his sound is so low. When we're broadcasting live, we have to have a crystal clear sound. Marco, back to you.
Yeah. You can join the screen because I think I made my
You
my
did.
thing. Okay,
You also
but
you also made a good point about lighting.
okay. Do you want me to show my?
I do. I do. Yes,
Okay,
please.
so lightning is also a really important thing when we go live or when we just do recorded video. It's the same, okay? It's not live streaming. It's more important than recorded video. It's the same thing. I think maybe even in recorded video, people are a little bit more picky because we're supposed to okay, if we take time to record, we should do it properly and really
Oh,
well.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I started, and let me show you my 3 steps of lightning. Okay, so the
All yours.
first thing I made was I was using the lights from the roof in the from the ceiling, not the roof. Oh my god, from the ceiling in the room. When I this was an old living room, but
Mhm.
my my parents, they moved to the other floor. I mean, the first
Uh-huh.
floor, so they moved down, and so this living room was empty, and I thought,
Mhm.
this could turn to a nice studio for me. Okay,
Yes.
and as you can see, there's a fireplace there. I
Right?
think it's
Yeah,
not usually. I think it's not usual to have fireplaces in broadcast studios. Okay, so there you go.
right.
And I only had, well, I also had a candlelight here. I bought on a Swedish brand, furniture brand. I don't know if you can.
IKE something.
Yes,
IKE
something.
something.
Yes, something. And that was my light. And then uh, I thought, okay, now I need to give the next step. I went to Amazon and I
Mhm.
found this kit with 3 soft boxes, three backdrops, a black, a green, and a white, and also the structure to all the backdrops. And it
Yes.
was around $100, and I said, okay, I think this is an affordable and reasonable solution for me. So I bought it. I was using these soft boxes. Okay, they worked pretty well, but at some point, I needed to have more control over the lights, because one of the things I like to have, and this, for instance, this microphone provides me that, the lights provide me that, the camera provide me that. It's control.
Yes.
Okay, and with soft boxes, the only control you have is that you can turn lights on and off. Okay, and to do that, you need to stand. At least in my case, Stephen doesn't need it, but I needed to stand and to move to do that. So I was searching on Amazon again, and I found these newer LED panels. And the
Mhm.
good thing about them, okay, besides they are LED panels, okay, which allows you to have more control. You have the three usual different tones, which is the warm, the cold, and the normal white. And this was good enough, but and also you can control the intensity of the light. But also these ones, they are RGB, so which means that you have millions of colors that you can work with.
Yes.
Okay, you can
Gotcha.
control them, as you saw before, over the cell phone. And ta-da! Okay, I think I can't highlight enough the features they have. One of the good things about them, and when we talk again about control, is that you can control each panel individually or grouping them and controlling them together at the same time. Okay, also you can make some favorites. Okay,
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
for instance, to this show I have these settings of light. For this one want to have these ones. Okay,
Right.
and
Yeah.
also he has scenes, and you may be wondering, what the hell is scenes? Let me show you.
Okay. Do I need to disappear?
No, 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 stay there. Let me
That's
make
it.
you jealous. I want to see. I want to see your face while you're jealous.
Yeah,
But I think
I'm
it's
here to
okay.
give audience reaction. Go on.
Okay, yeah. So As you can see, this is the party tab. Okay, you have this is the party. Now you have here the fireworks.
Okay. Now it's fireworks day tomorrow in the UK, November 5th, Guy Fawkes night. That would be ideal.
Okay, if you want, I can borrow. You can come here and make a
Right.
broadcast.
Okay, fine.
I can borrow you my studio, and this is the candlelight. Okay, you can
Uh,
see.
yeah.
Also, you have these emergency cars. Okay, you have here the police car. You have here the ambulance and the fire engine.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, and also you have the lightning, some thunders here, a
Mm.
big storm arriving.
Yeah.
You have the paparazzi flashing lights from, and also you have the screen display when you're watching TV. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
also let me change the camera. Okay, you have here as well. You can control, and you can see it in the. You can control the brightness as well. Okay, let me let me just so you can see. For instance, I moved from this colder color tone. As you can see, I'm gonna push it to a warmer one. I think it's winter is coming and you need some warmth.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, you can control the brightness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And this is really practical when you can control everything from your cell phone. Okay, you can have it on your desk, you don't need to stand, and you can control everything, which is really practical. Also, you can control the color. Okay, let me turn myself into Hulk, the incredible Hulk right now.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
and you can control also the brightness, you can control the hue, you can control the saturation. I think I like this
Yeah.
one. Yes.
You're going to stay with that one. Yeah. Looking good. Looking
Yeah.
good.
Okay. So it was it was for me. It was a really good purchase. I'm really happy with these panels, these newer panels, LED panels. So, and they
Well,
are believe me, it's a really good investment.
it's the ultimate control of your lighting because, as you quite rightly said, the only thing that I can do with my soft lights is to switch them on and off. And what happens when you do that? Just give me a moment. This is live. Is
I can do that.
if you have no lighting, then the this just doesn't work. You've got to have some lighting on. And I love Marco's lighting. And one day, who knows? Who knows what will happen at Christmas? Who knows?
Well, I'm
Right.
waiting. I'm waiting for the Black Friday to see if I can. This is my in it's in the pole position. My next toy in the pole position. It's the Roadcaster Pro, that
All right.
amazing
Okay. Yeah.
mixer from Rode. It's in the pole position. Let me see how it works with Black Friday, because
Yeah.
I have a kind of a roof. I go
Mhm.
till there. From that one, I I will wait. Okay, so this is my thing, which is in the priorities. The Roadcaster Pro, because I want to have more. For instance, I want to have more microphones connected, so I can show, for instance,
Yeah.
the difference between microphone A and microphone B and these kinds of things. And the next one will be a new camera,
Right.
and mirrorless, so I can. But this will be for almost for sure. Well, maybe if the lottery comes, it will be earlier, but if not,
Well, yeah.
2022.
I mean,
And by the way,
yeah.
let
Right.
just let me thanks Bree for following me. Thank you so much. Let me okay. Let me put some lights here, okay, because
You're
that's
celebrating.
not. Yes, it's not every day I get new followers. So thank you so much, Bree, for following me. There you go.
Brilliant. Now, the thing is about this is has just been demonstrated. What we're actually doing is continually upgrading the equipment, the camera, the microphone, the lighting. Yeah, and it is if you buy everything at the beginning, then there is no journey. We're on a journey. I mean, we are improving theoretically, fingers crossed, every single broadcast that we do. We're improving the equipment that we use. We're improving the stories that we tell. And it's a gradual process. And it's not arriving at the final destination with we're never going to have the perfect broadcast. We're getting close to it and we'll keep trying. Uh, but you improve step by step. You improve your camera, you improve your microphone, you improve your lights, a whole host of things you can spend money on. But gradual approach, because then you get to appreciate them. And if you go from a low cost microphone to a higher cost to the top of the range, you've actually used them. Yeah, this is the whole thing, especially as we're live on Amazon. The equipment we're talking about, we actually use on a daily basis. So we're not talking about something we've just seen in a catalogue. We're talking about something. When I talk about the microphone, it's in front of you. When Marco talks about the lights, he can control them. They're physically in his amazing studio with the fireplace. Everything is there.
Thank you.
Studio
Yeah,
with a
but
fireplace. Oh,
yeah, but it is important. And again, one of the well, I think we have two problems when we start with expensive gear.
sure.
The first one is okay. I don't know if it's the most important. Let's just because it's the first one I'm talking. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's the most important. The first one is when you start, and we made I maybe between Stephen and I, or not maybe for sure we have thousands of shows made.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
and the thing is by now we have, even though we have so many moving parts in front of us, we can control them easily because we have practice. We know we don't get nervous because we need to change the scene. I don't get nervous just because I have to to play the horn. Okay, I can do this easily. But at
Okay.
the beginning you are nervous, you are scared, and if you have too many things to play with, this could be a problem for you. Okay, also, when you have expensive gear, you will expect ex- uh, great outcomes. Okay, you will expect that your live show will look amazing, perfect, everything, and you won't because you're starting. You are nervous. You don't know how to deal with camera. You don't know how to deal with microphone. You don't know where the right place where to put the microphone.
Mm.
You don't know
Yep.
the right way to set the microphone and these kind of things. So you will spend lots of money and you will get a not so good outcome. Having in mind your expectations, let me be clear, because just the fact that you put in front of the camera, you turn out and you hit the go live button, you are winning. Okay, let me be
Mhm.
clear, you are winning because most of the people are not doing that. So if you start with that high expectations, raising too much the bar, it will be raising. It's raising, not rising, right?
It depends. Yeah, right. Right. Can you just say this whole sentence again?
Raising or rising? I think it's
Raising.
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 Yes.
Perfect. 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 So, so next show I will be speaking Portuguese. It's easy for
Ah, dear.
so so I think it's the right thing to do it. Okay,
Yeah.
because and also there are some things that you will understand with the your experience, and as I mentioned as well, you will prioritize your devices, your new gear. Okay, for instance, because you for you it's important, this kind of camera. For instance, there are people that like that camera with the blurry background. Okay, you can do this
Yeah,
through a lens. Okay, but for some people like me, it's not important, so I don't need. Okay, maybe I don't need to buy this 16 millimeter lens, and I want to buy something else to put on my setup. Okay, so this is something that you should have in mind. Start slow, start kind of little, and then go improving.
indeed, totally. And then you can do things like this. Hope this works. Ah, no, no. My lighting is totally horrible today. Get your lighting sorted out. Let's come back to me. Oh dear. Oh dear. That didn't quite work, Marco. The green is coming back. I'm going greener and greener and greener.
You're
Okay.
turning into Hulk as well.
I turned into the hole. Now, if you were watching sort of 10 minutes ago, you'd seen that I actually turned my lights off and yet you could still see me. And that is because of the Logitech Brio camera, which provides its own light. Okay. So I when I'd used other cameras, then I'd disappear entirely. You'd have a black screen, you'd have my voice, but Logitech has a built-in light. Okay.
Yeah, I can show. I can show the same with my Logitech C920, and this is something good about. Um, oh my God, about webcams. Okay, the USB webcams, which is usually they have this light adjustment that the other cameras don't have, like this I'm using. I'm gonna turn off the light.
Okay.
As you can see, it's dark. Okay, I have this background light switch. Some point they make a kind of a job, but I'm gonna change to the C920, and you will see that I will have more light, even though I'm not moving. I'm not touching the lights, as you can see.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Good demonstration. Yeah.
so this could be a nice turnaround if you don't want to spend too much money in the lights at the beginning, and it's normal, it's okay. So with USB cameras, and good ones, okay, because as Steven mentioned, and this is important, the the Logitech webcams, they have this software which gives you more control over your webcams. Usually webcams don't allow you that. Okay, this is kind of a thing from if you want me to recommend webcam brands, I will stay with Logitech and also with Elgato. They
Mm-hmm.
have
Yeah.
they came with recently with a new camera which is really good. Okay, and I'm okay to speak about Elgato because I have the Stream Deck from Elgato. I have this video capture card from Elgato. Elgato, it's kind of no no problems expected brand.
Right. Now, if you want to spoil yourself this Christmas, the thing you can do is get yourself one of these. Okay, and that's it. Wait a minute. That's it. No, where does it go on screen, Marco?
Okay, let
Okay,
me.
thank you. That's better. Just a minute. I need to do some. I need to. This is going awfully well. Just a minute. I need to make. I need to. I need to make a change. I didn't realize that would happen. I've got to be honest. I mean, this is live video. Things are going to go wrong, and hopefully, I'll be back to normal in a minute. So now I can actually show you this. Right. Okay. This is. I'll go that way. It's not a hairbrush. It's actually a mouse. This is my favorite mouse. It's down in the carousel at the moment. It's a Microsoft Surface Arc mouse, and it's called the Arc mouse because at the moment that mouse is dormant. It's in hibernation. If I go like that and then like that, the mouse becomes an arc. Okay, and it fits into the palm of your hand. This is a beautiful ergonomically designed mouse which fits in the palm of your hand. It's very sensitive. It's got the buttons you'd expect, left and right buttons. It's got a blue flashing light to show that the batteries are working, and it just fits in your hand, and you can just hold it like that, and you can control your Mac or your PC. I mean, I've got a Microsoft Surface Book 2, but this mouse, whilst it was designed to work with the Surface Book 2, will work with any. And if you're looking for a Christmas present that's special, and you want to give somebody a mouse that works and feels, well, it just feels right. Yeah, it just goes into your hand as if by magic, and that's it. That's it. I'm going to have to do a video about this, then I can get my hand positioned in the right place. Right, okay. That's my mouse at the moment. And I'm just going to go and
Now,
that was down.
I this statement. I hidden myself because I didn't want you to see my jealous face.
Right. It is a beautiful, thank you for that. It is a beautiful, stylish mouse. And the moment down in my carousel, it is $55.99, which is 30% off. So today, if you click the link in the carousel on my page, you'll get 30% off that mouse.
Yes,
and I just want to,
it looks great. It looks great. I think we need to say this because it and I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure that you do. I one of the things I like about gear as well is how they look, and
oh yeah,
I have to admit, one of the first things that I loved about my Shure MV7 microphone was the look. Let me be honest.
yeah. I mean that is just, I've got to show it again. This is the Arc mouse, and it's gliding across the screen. Right now, I am in receipt of a new mouse which Angelica is currently testing. It's featured in the carousel at the moment. The plan is that Angelica will test it and will report back in the coming weeks. Okay, so it's a mouse that was sent to us. It's going to help with Angelica's problems when she's actually using a mouse, and we'll report on it in the coming weeks. If you want to take a look now, please do, but we will be reporting back. Well, Marco, where does time go?
Yes, absolutely. We are almost finishing, as usual. So you're hosting next week. Well,
I am.
of course, I have to thank to all of you that stayed tuned today, and hope next week we will see again. So that okay that way because I turn. It's up to you right now, Stephen.
I got it right. Okay. Yes, we're live again now. Next week, we will be live at 9 a.m. Eastern, which is our normal time, because there will again be a 5-hour time difference between the UK and Portugal and the USA. So 9 a.m. Eastern next Thursday. It's a date you can join us. You can come and ask your questions. You can find out all about live broadcasting and come and have fun with us, because we really enjoy doing this, getting together. We've been doing live broadcasting together now for several years, and
Yeah.
it's actually awesome to be with you today. Thank you for watching Amazon Live. Thank you for spending time with us. We look forward to seeing you again. Goodbye for now.
Bye bye.